عطية السمونة استشهد أبويا وأخويا وأحمد، وأنا اتصابت في الحرب لحتى الآن 15 شظية في راسي. اتصابت براسي لحتى الآن 15 شظية وأكتر، بعاني منهم من وجع عينيا وداني وراسي.
Once a rocket is being fired from Gaza towards Sderot, you have 15 seconds or less to run for your life once the siren goes off. So what goes through your mind is when and where the siren is going to go off, where is it going to catch you, if you'll have enough time to run for shelter.
The mortar comes from this direction and here, and she was here, running, and here's the door. So it's a matter of 1 second, 2 seconds, if she didn't get out from the car, or if she could run a little bit more, half a second, she will be here, or here, maybe inside.
But while I'm feeling sorry for the Israeli citizens who lost their lives, I have the analysis. I know the background of those people who were children, and slowly, I witnessed the savage of the occupation.
Few political solutions to the violence. Two men who are trying to break the bloody cycle in the region are the bloggers Hopeman and Peaceman. Hopeman lives in Sderot, the Israeli town which has been hit by many of the Qassam rockets fired from Gaza. Peaceman lives just over the border in a refugee camp in Gaza.
My friend Peaceman is still in Gaza. We are at a similar point we were before the war, only with thousands more killed, injured, and hopeless.
I'm constantly trying to get out of Gaza to continue my studies abroad. To exit Gaza is very difficult. It's a prison.
Our life here in Sderot has improved significantly. People are out on the streets and moving without fear. More kids are now sleeping outside the safe room after about a year and a half.
The situation in Gaza has reached emergency levels: inadequate water, electricity, and medicine, widespread hunger, poverty, and unemployment.
Well, Other Voice started early 2008. I started contacting people in Sderot who I thought might be interested in building a larger organization that would have more and more contacts with people in Gaza. And this is pretty much how it formed. First talking to one person, we got together, started bringing people from Sderot into these meetings. And during these meetings we had always called people from Gaza. So we would have a meeting in Sderot and then pick up the phone and talk to people in Gaza. And the circle of people we knew started growing and growing.
إريك تبع السلام ورجل سلام، والتقينا يوم في الجامعة، كان عرفنا إلى أيامها إنه كانوا الإسرائيليين يفكروا ويحسبوا إنه غزة بلد الإرهاب. حبس إريك في الاجتماع في الجامعة إنه أنا ألغي إنه النظرة، أغير النظرة، لأنه إحنا مش إرهابيين.
מורכבת, וככל שאנחנו נגדים להכיר בה ולהכיר בבעייתיות שלה, אני חושב שהפתרון...
أنا لما قعدت معاهم غيرت كل الفكرة إنه غزة مش بلد إرهاب، غزة بلد سلام.
והוא לא רק מבוסס על שותפות ומילים כאלה שהן יפות, זה בסדר, גם במה.
قلت لهم اسألوا أبواتكم وأسيادكم لما كانوا يعملوا المشتريات في غزة يوم الجمعة والسبت، كل إسرائيل المناطق الجنوبية كده تشتري تسوق بس من غزة.
I don't want any more killings. No, I do this in the name of my daughter and in the name of many daughters, of many people. I am a counselor for the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Brazil. What this means? Nothing. It's only a way to give me sugar to taste well, and now be quiet and don't talk.
Mimi is a woman who lives in Gaza, has family there, and every 3 months or so, even a little more, she comes over. And we've come to know her and become very close.
I felt the same, Ronnie. It was like the first time I met her, I felt she's very close to the heart, and I could, like speak openly with her. I could trust her the first moment I saw her. So I could feel the positive energy from our meeting, and I'm very proud to have a friend like her.
What I would like now is to show you our symbolic way to peace, path to peace, on the wall of the
Go to one where there's
anytime.
I found an article in the paper about Samira and about the institute that she built in Gaza. It said Merkaz Abraham, which is Abraham Center, and I called the information service and I asked for the number. They gave me the number in Gaza, and I called the center and I spoke with Samira.
So I said, because I went to Israel, I studied the language. Okay, and I start to help the people, help them with the language. I'm not politician, okay? It's not me at all. I'm teacher. I care for the people like that. What they need, and the language help them to understand, to help themselves.
We said, okay, if we cannot meet in person, we'll have a special environment for us to meet. And we started Snowblog project. Why Snowblog? We called it self-narratives on the web, in words and pictures. And we had Israelis and Palestinians together in an environment, meeting weekly and posting pictures and words about their life.
We have to know each other, to know that we are all of us, we have, okay, as Muslim and Jewish people, we are too close to each other. As a religion, look the book, and their book, our book, many things in common, we have it.
His house was hit by a missile from a attack. I believe it was attack. Yeah. And he lost both his legs.
The first reaction was again, my wife, basically. She said, why you have to talk about something that is belongs to us, it's personal, it doesn't matter for anybody, nobody cares about it. Why you have to talk about it? You want to be a star? You want to be a star? Go be a star doing something else. And it took me by surprise, this point of view, and I said to her, it's not that I want to be a star. She is with me. When I go, I feel her. When I go into the plane, she is with me. When I speak in the synagogues or in the church in the United States, she is with me.
One member of my group, she's in Azariya. Her son, he was a prisoner. He is around 29 years old, and he's in the prison from 5 years. Last Friday, he died in the prison. He died in the prison.
I tried to find people who think the way I do, and it was very difficult because of with the Qassams and the rockets, the mortars, and it was very difficult to find people who will say, let's talk. The biggest frustration is that when I speak to people here and they say, look what's happening in Syria, look what's happening in all of the Arab world. How can we talk to these people? I mean, even yesterday I was talking to a very good friend of mine, and who doesn't think like I do at all, the complete opposite. But she was saying, well, you're talking nonsense. I mean, look what's that, 500 people were killed in Syria yesterday. How do you expect to talk to these people? And it's always these people.
The idea of peace, is still misunderstood in Gaza. If you talk about peace with the Israelis, they will think that you are a traitor or a spy or something like that. You will get in trouble. Your family will get in trouble because anybody who has a relation with the enemy, as they consider the Israelis, so they are traitors.
So February 2011, we had a big conference. We managed to get 11 people across from Gaza.
We were very unlucky, and there was a newspaper article that advertised that covered an interview with one of the people in Gaza. The reporter asked him this sort of, seemingly innocent question: do you think what happened in Egypt could happen in Gaza? And he said, well, I'm not sure, maybe. And then the next day, the headline of that, or that same day, it's an internet, but it's a primary internet newspaper in Israel called Ynet. The main heading was, people in Gaza say that the Hamas can be overthrown.
And when they went back, they were both detained by the Hamas. In fact, more of them were interrogated when they got back, which frightened them all. But those two were actually detained. One of them was released after 48 hours, and the other was kept in custody. And he managed to escape. He escaped across to Egypt, where he wasn't received very well. And for about a year he couldn't work. He slept in backyards of houses.
In the 70s, every Wednesday, I remember as a child, we arrived to Gaza, to the open market. People from Sderot arrived to there, made the shopping in the open market in Gaza. People from Gaza, hundreds of people from Gaza, work in our industrial zone. My late father have excellent friends from Gaza. It was a lot of people in Gaza that want to live, to work, and to live with us.
We're all aware of the reality in the southern part of Israel. Ben-Gurion's vision in the Negev has been under lethal attack of more than 5,500 missile attacks.
Nothing like going on the other side of the world, and he asked the first question to the audience, who here heard about Gaza? And the entire audience raising their hands. Who here heard about Sderot? Nobody heard about Sderot. When Sderot is the only populated town in the 21st century that's been endorsed with thousands of rockets and missiles towards its civilian population.
I don't like to be under occupation. I don't like to be feeling with this hatred for another people. No, I like to be to live normal, peaceful life with them.
The next question is, you tell me, would any other country in the world will tolerate even one rocket being fired towards a territory? What would America do if only one rocket being fired from, let's say, Tijuana towards San Diego?
But I'll tell you, if life will continue like that, Israel will not get peace by occupying another nation. What will make peace for Israel and Israeli children and women and Israeli? What makes peace, real peace? Peace that is based on justice.
I've been calling the El Zadin El Qassam, it's the Hamas brigade in Gaza, saying that we're not going to stop firing the Zionist settlements Sderot till the last citizen of Sderot leaves.
Hamas is not the problem, because Hamas just recently came into Gaza, and the problem was there all the time, even during the when Arafat was good peace partner for Israel.
If you go to Other Voice, ask this basic question: what was the history of Sderot? What was here before Sderot? Because that's the point. Why a rocket is being fired towards Sderot? These are critical things to be explained, because 90% of Israelis do not even know how Sderot is considered a settlement.
I think it's great what she's doing. I think it's very important what she's doing, but I think that they're not going to the right way. That's not the problem, because we know there are people that want to have peace over there, and we know that there are people that want to have peace in our place. But if the people that she meets will say out loud what they think, they maybe not be living.
I think they don't 100% believe in what I'm doing, far from it. but they help me.
Let's play soccer and not play with Qassams and bombs. That was the idea. We wrote it, and of course it was no response from Gaza. But it was a great idea. Around 100 children were involved in building this big board built sign.
Feel my tears, you can see my tears. I'm really longing for that. To go there and to see her family members and to be part of them when they are celebrating their holidays. You know that I have known Samira's nephew for years, and he just got married last year, and in February he had his first baby born, and I felt so upset for not being able to see and to be with them.
Sometimes when I come to my class there, they ask me, okay, but they, I'm Arab, Palestinian. They said, they talk me about the other side, my Palestinians. And when I come to Gaza, oh, Samir, yeah, but they, I'm neutral, but they.
The media exploit me or try to exploit people like me for their own purpose, and they don't tell all that we tell them. I don't want to because I am my daughter was killed. Okay, but that is not the main point. The main point is how to make or how to create a situation where no more people are getting killed. But no, they insist. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how was the day that your daughter was killed, and so on. You see, they want to see me cry.
גם אם זה עולה לי בדם, אני לא עוזב את העיר בעבור אף קסם, גם אם זה עולה לי בדם. כתוב בספר בראשית שאנחנו בני דודים, אברהם אבינו בדמו אנו זורמים, נותן התורה וצווה עלינו חיים, אז בואו נקרא בספר מה כתב.
حدث معي قبل اسبوعين.
2 weeks ago.
بقول له طلع على ايرز في الليل الساعه 8:30 في الليل.
And they're waiting. They stopped the car. He was on the road.
ما ردش، بضحك ما ردش.
He smiled and didn't reply.
بقول له طالع على ايرز.
He
ردش.
thought that
سكرت
it's a
الباب.
taxi to say, are you going to Eris?
فتحت الباب.
He opened the door.
لا بقول له حكيم
He said,
اطلع
حكيم, get in the car.
بطلع
So
فيه بطلع فيه جابي. لا بقول له
Gabby,
خدني
and they
بحضنه مباوسه
and they hugged each other and
وقال لي هلقيت لازم تروح معايا
they said that
عند
now
مرتي
you will
تسلم
come,
عليها.
you will come to say hi to my wife.
اخذني على
We took
البيت
him home.
قال لها بتعرفي واحد مين في غزه عندك اللي حملك على كتفه من العرس.
He asked his wife, do you know who carried you on his shoulders at your wedding?
قال واحد من غزه حكيم هيك.
A guy from Gaza. He is asking his wife.
قال هاي حكيم.
I said that this is Hakim.
خبى ضمتني صارت تبوس
So
فيا.
she hugged him too.
راح جابت شريط العرس.
She brought the video of the wedding.
تفرجي لاولادها.
And she showed
عندها
the
3
children.
اولاد
She
25
showed her
سنه
children. She has
و23
three
و21.
She has three children, 25
قال لهم
years
شاف
old,
هاي
23,
حكيم
21.
هاي
She
حكيم
showed
في
them
العرس
video,
وحملنا على كتفه.
and she showed him Hakim carrying her to his shoulders.
هذا الكلام له 34 سنه.
This was 34 years ago.
هذا الماي فريندز.
ואף קסם, גם אם זה עולה לי בדם, אני לא עוזב את העיר